Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And we are lucky once again to be joined by the one and only Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob, thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's been about a year, isn't it, since you've done it?
Indeed, yes.
We've missed you. We've missed you. Have you been? You're looking very trim.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at the moment. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I will be soon. That's what I keep saying. Anyway, I don't even know what it is. You're going to do something today that is something that people could sell out of a shop, or use if the decorators without a shop, they could just sell that.
Yeah, it's something that we sell to customers. They come along, collect it, and take it along to the party. Or as a decorator, I also take it out and set it up for them. And
this is completely air-filled, isn't it?
It's totally air-filled.
Okay, in that case, over to you.
Thank you. Right, so we're going to be working with numbers.
Yeah.
First of all, we've pre-prepped some balloons. Here we go. We got the nice rose gold. This is for a lady, obviously. Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say obviously. I was just going to say that.
I like rose gold.
I love rose gold. Right. We've got 4 rose gold 11-inch, size to 9-inch. Okay. And they're clustered together. Mm-hmm. Okay. And we've got a nice sand weight, filled and tied off nice and tightly.
Now, you had a problem with that, didn't you?
Yes.
And I had to help you fix
that problem. Your muscle, didn't I?
Yes, you did. So explain to everybody what the problem was.
I actually had a weight and had the wrong colour balloon. So what we did is we pre-stretched the 11-inch, and I asked Greg to push it in, didn't I?
You did, and it was very, very, very difficult. But when you pre-inflated that 11-inch balloon, it looked more like a 16-inch balloon.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It was more an overgrown light bulb, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was definitely out of shape, but yeah, it was very hard to push that in there. But that's a little tip for you. If you've got a sand weight and it's the wrong colour, just put it inside another balloon. It is hard. It's very hard. Bob just stretched it like that, and I had to push it in. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so there we are. Nice and neat. Turn it upside down. Place it in the centre there. In, tuck round, and we're all secure. Okay. Next one we're going to do is 11-inch pearl ivory, size to 7-inch and clustered.
We're not showing you how to do the clusters, but there is a Balloon Market, BMTV Balloon Basics on how to create clusters that we did with Mark, I think it was, a while ago.
The next one, we have rose gold 5-inch, size to 4.5-inch. You notice I'm still using the balloon from the weight. Yeah. If you haven't got enough, you can always add another balloon in. Yeah. And as we do,
like a 260 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and flat.
A scrap of 260 even. Yeah.
There we are. And if you're not happy, you can always tie the neck of the 5-inch around the last piece, so it's nice and secure.
But you don't necessarily need to do that.
No, as long as you've done a good figure of 8 round there. Yeah. And loop, because usually we loop it right round and then do the figure of 8. Yeah. And then once that's done, it's nice and secure. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. There we are. So that's our base done. Okay. We'll put that out the way, nice and tidy. The next thing we want is our numbers. So we have a number 2 and a number 1. Would you mind getting the number 1?
Let me get the number 1 for you. I'll pop downstairs.
There we are.
What have you done? What's happened there?
Ah, sorry. I pre-marked the balloon and I slipped with the pen. Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
Well, we wouldn't sell that, but I can cover that up quite easily.
Okay, let's pretend it's not there. Let's pretend it's not there.
Okay. So as you see, I've marked it there.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, you intended to mark it there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then I went to put the lid on the pen and it slipped.
Okay, so we'll find out why very soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so with this now, a lot of people tend to do their connections when they're flat. There's lots of methods and techniques. None of them are wrong. Some are easier, some are harder. Yep. And I'm going to show you another one. Okay. I don't know if you've shown it before. I'm not sure.
I've not seen it yet, so I don't know.
All right. Okay. We'll go with it. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is inflate this number 2.
Sorry to keep interrupting and stuff, but what's this black thing on your pump?
Oh, right. It's quite funny. This I picked this little tip up off a magician.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember his name, and I can't at the moment. But all credit to him. Packet of mints. you know the tub of mints you get? And you use this to put it on the dashboard, so you can just pick your mints up.
Right, okay.
So you just take that off the mint packet.
I have not seen those before.
Yeah, and when they're on offer, I buy them. And you can stick it on your belt. Do you want to stick that on your belt? Because you've got a little clip there. Or you can just tuck it in.
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Oh, it's all going wrong. See, when you ask me to do things and you've not prepared me. There you go.
There you are. It's tucked in. Ta-da. And also, the other good thing is, if you take it off a second, you put it on the table and it doesn't roll away.
It doesn't roll away.
Yeah. So it's ideal.
So you buy that with a pack of mints?
Yeah, so you get mints and you get a free gadget as well.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Little tip there, free of charge.
There you go. So we're going to inflate the balloon now. Gently. It's not opening, so let's gently move that in. You notice I've got my finger tucked there.
Yeah.
Finger underneath so it doesn't split it. And usually I put my thumb on top of there to help it so it doesn't rip here or there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can use a straw. But I use the scissors, and if you do it back and forth, and then instead of pushing it up, it helps to loosen it up.
Because sometimes that does happen, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's just
so there we go. I'm doing this not too fast because I don't want to stretch the valve inside.
Okay.
That's why I prepared that one earlier. Mm-hmm. You want to flex your muscles?
No. But thank you for offering. Right. Well, I don't know what you wanted me to do. It was just pumping. Yeah. No, I don't.
There you go. I think it takes about 150 pumps to pump one of these, or close to anyway.
Does it really?
Yeah, yeah. We could have used nitrogen on it, which is something I'll talk about later on when we do the next bit.
Yeah, yeah.
You remind me.
So is this what you use in the shop? Use a hand pump like this?
I've got a few things. As I said, I tend to use nitrogen because it lasts longer. It's more so with the other bits I use.
So you use nitrogen and you just use an auto cut-off foil inflator as you would with helium?
I use the attachment, you know, the push-fit attachment. So you can then do it quick. And obviously, always allow for the change in temperature.
Yeah.
Now, we've got the tabs here. We've got little tabs all around the balloon. There's one on this end and some on the other ends. We can use them as attachments if we want to.
Yeah.
And also the valve. But what I'm going to do is bring these two together, get them lined up on the table, and then mark them where I want to connect them. As you see, I want to connect that one by here. Yeah. So by lining them this way.
Okay. Why do you mark it then rather than just do it?
So if it slips, it's going to be in a different position. So marking it makes it a lot easier.
Makes sense. That was a stupid question. Maybe I should edit that one out.
No worries, that's fine.
There's no stupid questions.
No stupid questions. There's always good questions. So we turn this around now. Line that up there. And then I'll mark here where I want to do it.
Yeah.
And mark, get that one lined up there. If you hold that, please, Mark. Calling you Mark then. Sorry, Craig. That's him. There we go. We're all marked up. Now, as I said, we're going to do a different attachment now. So what I've got here is the balloon stretchy tape.
Yep.
And I've cut off some strips, and I've also pre-made some ribboned
260.
260, that's it.
Yeah. So
out of some scraps. So what I'm doing is twisting that. And if you notice, I'm pressing my hand on the end so that I can do this by myself and not worry about sliding and slipping. Because it is a fiddly job. And I want that to go in the right place. So there we go. That's on there. But if I leave that on there and I pull, it could come away. So this is what some of my colleagues do and myself. We make a H.
Yeah.
And cross over so it reinforces it. There we are.
So why did you twist the 260 before you put it on there? Is there any particular reason?
It just gives it a bit more strength as well.
Okay.
Now I can wait for that to adhere. I usually press it firmly, and then I can just tie a little knot in there. I don't have to over tie it. But as you know, this stretchy tape is very, very strong.
Yes, it is.
Already. Okay, and then I'll turn this one around and do this one. There's my tape there. As I said, I pre-bent these to make it easier for myself.
I was going to ask you about that,
yeah,
because then you split them as well. So
yeah.
Why do you split them? Why do you put the little cut in them?
Well, with the tape itself, as you know, it's pulls in two parts. Because so you can adhere, stick it down and pull the other side.
Right, okay.
But by doing this way, you can work much quicker and easier.
Yeah.
You know? It's only a little tip, but it all helps, doesn't it? There we go, get that in position. I'm going to tie that now. There we go, that's number one then.
Excellent.
Should we put that down by there?
Mm-hmm.
And now our number two.
I haven't seen this technique before, by the way. So
You haven't?
No.
Okay. The good thing for the reason why I do this way on these, you can actually use the bond tape,
yeah,
and cut it and put one side, one the other side, and that's usually very strong.
Yeah, yeah.
But what you find at the parties, people tend to knock them about, and you don't want it falling apart when you just put it there. You know what I mean? Especially if you've got that child that loves to play with balloons.
Yep, there's always one.
It's going to stay together, or hopefully stay together. And by using this, at least these will stay adhered together.
Okay.
Okay, can you cut me another one, please?
You're asking me to
Yes, indeed.
do stuff. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, fingers
2
crossed. Okay, 2 inches.
Red?
You said that's about 2.5 fingers.
You've covered the stretching of the balloon and tying it into a ribbon, have you?
Stretching of the balloon. Oh, yes, yeah. Mark talks about that all the time.
All the time. Okay, so that's what I'm doing at this present time. And if you've got a big enough balloon, what you can do, once you've done that, is just make 2 knots in the center.
Yeah.
Like so.
I feel like I'm on one of those cooking programs where the chef is the star and he's doing whatever.
Would you mind cutting in between there, please, Greg?
And I'm the incompetent assistant. So.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Have you ever seen me try to tie a knot?
No, I haven't. So
okay.
That's how you should
reserve judgment.
Yeah, that's right. So there we go. Put that on there.
How many of these do you want me to do?
Oh, that 3, please. There we go. That's it. I usually do a longer one and 2 short ones, but that's fine.
Are you criticising the length of my
no.
bits of tape? You can. I won't be offended.
There we are. That's fine. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to do a longer one. Because you said you do a longer one. I'm going to do a longer one.
There we go. And that's nice and secure there.
There you go. You've got a longer one and 3 shorter ones.
Okay. And then, where's our mark this end?
It's right there.
There.
Yeah, in the crease.
In the crease. That one I went the opposite way to what I normally do. And I'll show you why.
Okay. I see now why you mark them, because of course you're not just connecting them down. That's because I didn't know what the technique was.
Ah. And how you do?
I know I do.
There we go. And we're all ready. Now we can join them together shortly. But we're looking down here, we've got the tab.
Yep.
And we've got a connection point there and a connection point there. Sometimes these aren't strong enough, so we could attach one here, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay. Would you mind holding that a second?
I'd be happy to.
There we are. Put them by there. And we've got another piece of balloon here. This one I'm going to use a full length, so I can use the double strength of it. And I'm going to go approximately halfway between the valve and the tab. I'm going to just stretch this one. There we go.
So obviously we're doing this and we're having a chat while we go and you're explaining what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing that, you'd probably be able to do this a bit quicker. Is that right?
Yeah.
So how long would it take to do something like this?
If I was using the other method, I could do it in about 20 minutes, 20 minutes. This one's about 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. There we are. I'll tie that one there. And I'll use that piece there to roll tie the neck. You've done this in a previous one, yeah?
Yep, okay. Have you seen the way Chris Horn ties balloons, though, foil balloons?
No.
He does it so fast you can't see what he's done. It just blew my mind. I tried it, I was very, very bad at it, of course.
I'm going to leave that on there for the moment.
Yep.
Okay, so there's our numbers. We have the other one, and we can join them together. We don't have to use both ends, but we can just tie these together. I'm going to leave myself approximately 2 fingers. Make sure it's nice and secure.
Okay.
And scissors, please. Chop that off. Same here. Chop off what I don't require. And then we'll turn that round. Do the same here.
Oh, we dropped a bit of tape.
Oh dear. And put in 3 knots in there, I think.
So you've left a gap?
I left a gap. Yep.
I'm hoping you're going to explain why you've left a gap at some point.
Yes, I will in a moment.
In that case, I'll stop speaking.
Now, I don't think... Oh, yes, I've got a little piece here I can use. If you want the tab showing, you can either roll tie it or use a little bit of sellotape. It's nice not to show the tabs because they make it a little bit unsightly.
Yep.
There we go. Cut that off. Right, there's our piece now. I prepared a couple of balloons earlier. Some 5-inch pearl ivory. Okay. And what we're going to do, I'm going to just clean this up again. I don't want these bits floating around. And then what I'm going to do, if I show you this, gently insert them inside, twist them around, that's secured there, and then come on this end and do exactly the same thing. And then reinforce that one.
So by twisting them another way, that tightens them and brings them closer together?
Brings the tension of the 260 in.
Okay.
And there you go.
All right, yeah,
very good. The more you do it, the tighter it becomes.
Yeah.
We don't want it too tight, obviously. So the next step now is to attach it to the base.
All right.
Could I ask you to...
Yes, I will assist there.
Before we do that, Greg, I was going to say about this tab here, because what we can do, we've got 1, 2, 3 connection points, and sometimes it's good to have several points.
Okay.
So you can adjust things.
Yeah.
Now, we've got this one on the end. We can use that and tie, but some people might find it difficult. So what you can do, get your tape, put it there, and just reverse the other side. Don't have to, but it does help, and it strengthens that and stops it from ripping, or causing a hole in the balloon. And then you've got yourself a nice tab.
Extended tab, yeah.
Yeah. And then all you do then is just, as you normally do, roll it over and tie. So I'm just showing you the options for the different options.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. That's good.
There we are.
There's little things like that that can really help, because you might not even think about it. Something that I used to do with the aeropole, and then I saw somebody do it a different way, and I was thinking, why did I not think of doing it that simple way? I'm not going to tell you what I used to do, because it's far too embarrassing when you realise what the solution is. But yeah, okay. So you want the base?
Yeah.
Let's put the base on the table there.
Right, let's put them in place. Now, we can set it straight like that.
Yeah.
Or we can put it at a slight angle. So first of all, I'm going to connect the centre piece.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah, if you don't mind, please, that'd be great. I'm holding the tab at the same time.
Yeah.
Get that one out of the way. Keep the tension on there. Figure of 8. That's all done. And now I can cut that off. Get rid of all the mechanics. Now, it's actually, if you leave go a second, it's dropping down. So what I can do, I can pull this one underneath with 1 or 2 of the tabs.
Yeah.
And secure it. You mind just holding that a sec? Because I will cut that off actually. But what I can do is grab the end of that. I can either go to the back of that one, or I can take it to the next set cluster. If you leave go now, thank you. And I can pull until I've got an angle.
So it's really just giving you the facility to
play around with it and give it more stability. And then what I can do is just do the figure of 8 all the way around. There we go. And I've also got another connection point. If I want to, I can do exactly the same again.
So this is really secure now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's not get carried away.
All right, okay. Sorry. So, but at least you know it's safe when it goes out there. So that is our number, which is great. Obviously, these are going to move a little bit. So, let's fancy it up a little bit.
Okay.
Add some more embellishments to it, which will then add more value to it.
Of course.
Okay. So let's get it in its right. So that's the 21. I turn it that way.
Okay.
All right, Craig, you okay there? What we're going to do next is make flowers.
Yep.
Okay. Now I've inflated this using the hand pump with 4 pumps basically, back and forth. And that's what I find. I let a bit of air out, tie it, and then I give it a little squeeze before I start. Make a loop, like so. And then what I do is stretch that around, loop it under, around, loop it under, and that's nice and tight.
Yeah.
This is my method of doing it. I hold it in my hand like so, and I can push and pull on the balloon to get the right size, and squeeze at the same time using my thumb to squeeze the air out. Oh, we move that? Yeah, sorry, I didn't think of that. It's all real time, see, isn't it?
Yeah.
I twist it around, and just keep turning it.
You make it look so easy.
Years of practice, you see.
Absolutely.
And that's the secret. Constantly practice, and you'll master your skill without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can look and not look. If that's too much, all you got to do, just snip a little bit off, let a little bit of air out, and tie. And we can come back in, do a little twist it around, and then do a figure of 8 with the end piece, and then line it all up, and there we have a lovely little flower.
So what would you give yourself out of 10 for that? Are you happy with that?
It's fair.
I love the fact that you only think that's fair. Everybody else, that'd be absolutely amazing.
Right.
Definitely for me.
These are some I made earlier.
Yep.
You see, we've had a bit of a letdown there. And there.
Before we go any further, I've got to point out to everybody the thing that you've got your balloons in.
Oh,
that
right,
big
yes.
red thing.
Right.
Is that specifically designed for balloon device?
No.
Okay, what is it?
This is actually for keeping dogs in, or cats. I don't think a cat could survive that.
Wow.
Because it would probably rip it open, but these are portable dog kennels.
So if you go camping or something.
Yeah. And the nice thing about them is it's like the pop-up baskets. It just folds up nice and small.
So everybody's going to go to a sweet shop to buy some mints, and now a pet's at home to buy one of those.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's a really good tip.
Yeah, well, I use these in the shop as well, and basically I use a lot of these when I go on jobs, because we were in the stadium last week and I had a pile of these lined up, and they would blow in, dropping them in, and because sometimes the floors can be bad and so forth, so that's perfect, you know.
Yeah, good idea. Another great tip.
Thank you. Right, let's replace them. What I'm going to do is use a rose gold. And, oh, here we go. Just twist it in there, like so. And then I'm going to give it a squeeze and take about 3 finger length, put a twist in it and stretch it, loop it over and pull it back in on itself, like so. Back to the other side, and then do a figure of 8. Well, that should be nice and secure. There we have a nice flower. You can notice they're all roughly the same size.
I was just going to ask you, why did you not let go of that bit of 260Q? It's because you're going to use that bit as well, aren't you?
Yeah. And I've not tied it. As long as you secure that in. That's enough. Twist again.
So you literally waste nothing.
No, I try not to. I'm not tight, it's just that...
I think you are. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, though.
No.
Every penny helps.
It does.
Shrewd. That's the word. Is that the word? Shrewd, yes. Yeah. Not tight, shrewd.
Shrewd, that's it, I like that. Economical.
Yeah.
Yeah, never cheap.
We don't want to be cheap.
No, but economical. So we put them over there for the moment. I'll get another 260 and sort them out shortly. But if you wouldn't mind, Greg.
Oh, yeah, oh, okay.
If you can cut me a couple of strips, say, let's do it about 3 inches long.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't mind, please.
I've just done it. Oh, you've done it. Okay.
Yeah, if you can do a few more.
Oh, I've got.
And then what we can do then, you don't have to do it as big as that, but I always like to make sure that they're on there nice and firmly.
Oh, I went a bit sideways on that one.
A lot of people don't like using this.
Have I done it long enough?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. And then if you rub it with your thumb and finger, and then I'll do the next one, come back to that, it gives it time to adhere.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the balloon bond. So this is the two-sided, super sticky.
Yeah, it's like chewing gum, isn't it?
Yeah.
And sometimes I warm it up before I peel it back, but the temperature in here is quite warm, so we're all right.
I know sometimes people think this is quite expensive, but for what it is and how much you use,
and the speed you can use it with as well,
it's worthwhile.
There we are. Now, remember that mark we had?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
It's gone.
What mark?
I don't know.
What mark? Fantastic.
No idea. Can you cut a couple of more bits?
Oh, a couple more. Okay.
Please, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I'm the competent cutter.
Thank you.
Should we put it on the floor and
yeah, sure.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. I'm going to stick one by here. Obviously, temperature makes a huge difference. Could you do some more, please?
Oh, blimey.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't find the end. Bob, where's the end? Where? Find it. Find it. Oh, panicked.
Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Don't tell him, Pike.
Okay, there's a couple more.
Thank you.
Do you want any more?
Well, I'll have to repair them first before we do it.
Right.
We'll just give the idea.
So these, basically, it's the cost of a 260Q.
Well,
two 260Qs.
Well, it's 5p, isn't it?
Yeah, so...
10, 15.
But that added value,
yeah,
you could charge
But
much more.
it's the skill, it's not because it's cheap, but it's your skill factor as well. And I think a lot of people forget about this, because when you're putting embellishments like this on, it's only a balloon, but then all these years experience and all the courses you've been on, you've got to pay that back.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it's all about. So, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I would do is put another one by here, and maybe another one on here, and a couple at the bottom. So for the moment, if we put it there, you can see what I mean by...
So there's no rules, really. You can do whatever you like.
Yes, but you need to follow a format, because if you have everything clamped together, you want a little bit... I put the next one over here so it's not uniform.
Yeah.
So the eye is following through the whole of the actual design. So obviously I'll have to get we've run out by here, so I have to go downstairs and get another one.
You need to go downstairs and get another one?
Yeah, so we can stick that one here.
Hold on, let me do something magic, okay? You ready? I'm going to have another one here in a second. Oh, look at that, Bob! Whoa. That's magic.
The roles have changed.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to do, we're going to replace
We're going to replace that one.
Because sometimes things do go wrong, don't they?
They do.
The reality of it is, when you're dealing with balloons, things occasionally go wrong. But it's never a big deal. No.
There's always a way to resolve it. Say, give it a squeeze again. Do a stretch. Bend back on itself. Whoops.
See, things do go wrong.
They do indeed. Here we have. We stick some tape on there then, Greg.
Okay, yeah.
Would you like to do the honours? There's the scissors.
Oh, we've got tape here. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, am I cutting it? I'm cutting it.
Yeah, you're cutting it.
And you want me... I've been promoted to sticking as well, have I?
You've been promoted to sticking as well.
Any particular position, or just...
Do the opposite side.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Oh no, it's coming off on the backing tape. There we go. Ooh. Oh, sticky stuff. Sticking to my finger.
Okay.
How do I peel this off easily?
Right, what do you do? Rub your fingers down like that, thumbs I should say. Get to the corner, and just gently pull.
You make it look so easy.
Practice, you see.
Yeah.
Here we are. And then we'll place this one on here, as we said, as if by magic.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so that looking nice. We got 5 on there. And then we can attach a couple more down here. And obviously use our...
Ah, right, okay.
Okay, and then just basically slip it in the back there. And then I can use this piece for the next one.
Yeah. That's all very nice. I like flowers and everything, but I think it needs something it needs something else.
Something else?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hang on. There's something I prepared earlier.
I don't know.
It just flies up like this.
Oh, look at that. That's lovely.
An insect. You can add so much more value. This has got the O factor. O factor gives you more money as well.
The O factor?
The O.
O factor.
Oh.
I'm in constant awe of what you do. That's lovely. How many balloons are there in that then?
1, 2, 3, 4, and a strap 5.
That's beautiful. Looks great in the rose gold as well.
Yeah, and so that could be stuck onto the top here.
Yeah.
Or we could bring it down in the base, but I'd stick it on the top here. Draw some attention.
How'd you get it to stay up like that?
What we do, I'm going to put some tape on it.
I've been demoted. I'm not allowed to cut anymore.
We can either tie it to the tab here.
Yep. All right, yeah.
Just put a balloon on the end of there and just tie that into the tab. So, or we can use a bit of tape. So if I do that, we use the tab. Then, if it does pop, we can just take it off and replace it on there. There we go. So bring that in through here. There we go. You have.
It's brilliant.
There we are. Create some movement in it. Get the tail up.
That's absolutely fantastic. And it's because it's air-filled as well.
Yeah. Oh, it was said earlier on about nitrogen.
Oh, or nitrogen.
I put nitrogen in the flowers, and then it gives them more longevity.
Of course, yes.
Because with the 260, obviously they go down much quicker.
Yeah.
Because the molecules are bigger on the nitrogen, they tend to last longer.
Yeah. I think Mark showed us a tip one point as well, where you put a 260 inside another one.
Yeah.
And that keeps them longer as well.
Yeah.
So,
and you can high float them, but it takes so long.
Yeah, yeah. So that is all air filled.
Yes.
And, you know, people buy a 2 and a 1, just helium filled and whatever, and probably pay something, I don't know what, but you could charge a lot more for that, but you'd be making much more money.
Depending on what you're doing and the time you spend on it, of course.
Yeah. But like you say, once you get used to it, once you've done it a few times, so that's fantastic. So you were saying earlier as well, you can tweak this design, you can do different things.
Yeah, you can do that, and then we do bring other bits in, such as the mini hearts.
Okay.
The 4-inch hearts.
Yeah.
The stars. We use all sorts of different bits. So also put vinyl, and we can put the name down here as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, Dr. Bob, thank you so much for coming in and showing us that. Oh, you know what? I've not asked you the question of the week, or given you the opportunity to ask the BMTV, the nation, the question of the week. Do you have a question of the week? What do you want to know about? What would you like to find out from everybody out there?
Oh, sorry, you put me on the spot there.
I know, I always do that. I always forget to prepare people.
What is your best design using the numbers?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go. Yeah. What is your best design using the numbers? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you soon. Bye-bye.